Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on KOB TV. I am your host, Ken Johnson, and as you can see in the background, Queen Ahamadiyyah Shakur uh, said some interesting things today, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. Uh, and let's go ahead and jump right in.
Was even indicted, it's because Botham Jean didn't identify nor classify as an African American. I keep telling you guys.
Okay, so I didn't really know who Botham John was, but I actually we can go ahead and take this path. I don't really have a set course, so I looked him up and I found out, of course. Then I remembered this is the guy that the police officer girl walked in and shot the guy, and so then I remembered it says he was an accountant known for murder victim Botham Shem John, a 26-year-old black man, was a Harding University alumnus and an accountant for Price Waterhouse Coopers, PwC. John was born in St. Lucia. Okay, so not to bore you because this is not supposed to be about him, uh, but I just wanted to give you a quick. We have to do snippets here. We're just too smart for that. All right, so moving right along, uh, I looked up Saint Lucia, and of course we get that picture there, and relative. So it's right here, guys, and we're here. And then I just thought, Bermuda Triangle. So of course, there you go. And so, kind of relative to it, uh, what did it say about St. Lucius more? But then I thought, hurricanes actually, I've heard that hurricanes actually start in St. Well, not St. Lucius, I was about to say St. Lucius, but down southeast. And so I looked up, it says, like you see it here, it says, where do hurricanes? Before I even typed it, it was already finishing it. And then, of course, I landed on this page, which is a government page, National Hurricane Center and Center Pacific Hurricane Center from NOAA. Yeah, and so if you just scroll, watch these red history of hurricanes in history. Look at the red lines, guys, right? And of course, remember this area here is St. Lucia and the Bermuda Triangle, right? So just scrolling down quickly, because this is off subject, I'm going to go ahead and connect you to the Peon. I think that's what I'm going to name the title. I have no idea. I'm always kind of like just free. Okay, Lansing. But did you see that pattern? I know you saw that pattern if you didn't go back and look at it, but see, all that stuff happens around there. And so that was kind of our subject. What was the next thing? I looked to see the red because that's why I'm telling you to look at the red. And then it says hurricane, so in the red strip there. Major hurricanes, the darker strip, and of course the yellow is a bit lighter. And so that was that. A trip down St. Lucia, the Caribbean islands, where we know the slave trade. That was the relevance of that. But let's go back to what Miss Vicky was So, oh my goodness, I said Miss Vicky. I hope that's not gonna uh, upset Queen Ahamadiyyah, because those are the Fly Nubian Queen from the Fly Nubian Queen Network girls, that reporters that I'm in a box. I put myself in a box. Let's go ahead and get through, guys, because I don't want to talk to you to death. All right, let's go, because this is what this is about, so we can get moving.
You classify yourself as an African American and you're not in your true status. You're not claiming any nationality because African American is not a nationality.
Okay, guys, and that's where we are going. So she's saying, what I've been saying forever, and I am really happy to hear someone else say it, and I can go ahead and take you down. So you don't have a nationality, right? So go here. How many nationalities are there? And of course, here is the list, and list of people by nationality. And so, guys, I'm looking down because I like to talk a little noise from time to time. And I'm looking, I'm like, where's black at? We can find black on here. So I'm looking, let's see, this is in alphabetical order, right? Colored, let's see if we find colored. Negro. Okay, jokes over. No, you're that all that crap. You're nobody. You're not part of the world. List of people. This is the people. It's so it had to be, because I don't want to get too humorous. Because I understand words have value, and so I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I will bite into stuff. So not to get our subject. Let's go ahead and keep moving. So you're not in here. So then I'm thinking, how can I push this issue a little more? Of course, they had American. Oh, well, that's where we land, because I looked up African, and you want to go back? Let's go back really quick, and actually, let's go to African, and well, this is. Do you? Why don't? Well, I did not expect that, because I thought I saw it, and maybe I do see it, and do you see it? It's in here, guys. Wait, no, my bad. I'm sorry. There you have it. Okay, there's one of the ignorances of us is that I have to break my face up to look at this. Is that we consider Africa a nationality when it's a continent. It's a continent. That means it has nations in it, and therefore it cannot be a nationality. So you can't be African as a nationality. So the nations inside of Africa is the nations inside of any continent. You got 7 of them, and so that's how people of the world rank themselves, and the so-called blacks don't. Okay, and anyway, I was trying to validate, blacks. So I looked for black, and I said, well, the only thing on here that we can relate to is America, which, let's scroll down here. What is the next query? This is, when I hit America or Americans, it wanted to give you a list of Americans, notable Americans, in which I didn't want. We don't want that. And then as you see here, I didn't know that this tab crashed. Gosh, I hope this doesn't ruin the it's not a show. It's not a show. African Americans. I'm trying to see if, because now it wants to be difficult because, okay, here we go. We're lucky that it loaded. That was not supposed to happen because I already had it loaded. Anyway, list of African Americans, and this is a list of African Americans, also known as Black Americans or Afro Americans. African Americans is an ethnic group, not a nationality, because you'll follow the trail. You can look at, it's in the description. An ethnic group and citizens of the United States. And okay, so explain that. Okay, there you go. That's the flag of commerce. It's not, and see, this is a corporation, the United States of America, or at least what we live up under, is a fictitious corporation like any other corporation, like J.C. Penney's or anywhere, McDonald's. The corporation is actually only exists on paper, and so I'll actually show you something. But let's go ahead and keep moving. And so it says, the United States, who have full or partial ancestry of any black racial groups of Africa. Okay. And so now we have the ancestries. Okay, let's keep reading. Black and African Americans form the third largest racial and ethnic group in the United States, behind white Americans and Hispanic and Latino Americans. African Americans are descendants of enslaved black people who are from the United States. Okay, so now that is our next tab. Going to the next tab quickly. They're already actually loaded, but for some reason, they've been stealing data since about 5 or 10 years in. I'll tell you about that later. So we were talking about the enslaved. Okay, and that leads to slavery in the United States. Was the legal institution of human chattel enslavement, and so basically, you really have to focus. If I see here, okay, you really have to focus on the fact that this is legal, and they're trying to put it in the past. It was the legal institution of human. So okay, guys, legal. What's legal? What's legal? Let me put myself up here so I can see. Okay, what's legal? This is legal. I am the political king of the world. See that, guys? See what's it say? I am the political king of the world. Okay? Let's see. See it? Okay. So, that's it. If you agree, I would like you to sign, and others are going to agree, and they'll sign, and pretty soon we'll have 100,000, and we'll actually be able to fight about this piece of paper, what I just wrote, because you agree that I am the political king of the world. So, guess what else we did, guys? We just made a contract. you and I against them. If they don't agree, we don't like them. And so that's contract law. And that's what the world is ruled by. Everywhere, anywhere, without a doubt, it's contract law. Law, 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 law. So what's on paper is what matters, guys. You have to wake up. Wake up, wake up. Oh, I don't want to, because I'm thinking about the Fly Nubian Queen Network. But anyway, which I had some gripe about. And I'll tell you guys about that in an individual video. But I'm I don't like anybody besides my subscribers. I love you guys. So I am the political king of the world. And so we just made a contract, guys. And if we really want to stand behind it, we can. And we can fight. And if you want somebody to design a flag and a constitution behind it, we can write that up. And that's what all the world's wars are fought about, guys. And only thing we have to do is say, let's see if I can put that in there for you. No, I'm not gonna scratch that. As a matter of fact, we're gonna leave that. Cause I don't want it. Yeah. As a matter of fact, so we just scratch it out, and that's it. And we could write or rewrite. We could repeal this, or we could do several different things. Law is, when we make it tangible, it's called legalese. When we make it into something tangible, we'll write it very proficiently and with etiquette and different definitions than the common man might use. We'll use traditional historical words that go all the way back in time to the beginning of words and letters. And so, but this also, guys, is called what? What do you guys call this? And we're totally off subject. I hope you guys don't get mad at me, but I would tell you, you're a peon, because that's what Wikipedia says. So what else is that, guys? That is also sorcery. Yeah, and you already know that. So I don't want to start talking to you guys about sorcery and printing and writing and spelling, and because I wrote this I spell some words, and then you read it, and it became sorcery once you absorb the information, and once you radicalize it and stand behind it, people will say, oh, it's sorcery. This is what sorcery is. Spelling. This is spelling. We just spelled. So if you want to create a spell, or if you want to practice sorcery, put it on paper. And so that'll take us into kind of spirituality, guys. And I see the music is gone, and oh my goodness, that means I need to get off. I'm not nearly totally finished. I totally got off subject. I shouldn't have went down St. Lucia and Bermuda Triangle, wasted time down off subject over here. So basically, guys, slavery in the United States. Let's go ahead and read. African Americans. Okay, let's reread. Slavery in the United States was the legal institution of human shadow enslavement, primarily of Africans and African Americans as such, guys, that existed in the United States. Oh, I'm sorry. I require some actual background. So hopefully we get through. Let me shut up and keep reading. That existed in the United States from its founding in 1776, guys. So it existed long before, whatever you think, until passage of the 13th Amendment. So we jumped over to the 13th Amendment, in 1865. Now remember that the Emancipation Proclamation was passed, and we do understand that emancipating someone does not mean actually freeing them. It means that you can go do what you want, but you still belong to me. So the Emancipation Proclamation was still, it's just, anyway. So we get to 13th Amendment, because I'm trying to close, and I know I don't want to bore you guys. The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution abolished slavery and involuntary servitude. So there we say abolish slavery. Come on, guys. I'm like, what? It's still going on. It's so an involuntary service, except as punishment for crime. So you do understand involuntary servitude is just saying that I willingly. I mean, not willingly. I don't willingly want to be a slave. Now you can volunteer and be a slave as well. Now, so that's what we're doing now. Volunteering. We volunteer when we accept their contract law. And so what contracts do we volunteer in? Well, birth certificates and social security, and taxes and everything else, guys. Everything. So let's get back, because I don't want to get, because I don't ever know where to go, because I just like I got all this in here and it needs to come out, but I would go down. We were supposed to be on Peon. Let's get to it, because I gotta close, because I don't want to bore you guys. Okay, let's see. Did I read any more for you guys? Because I didn't think I needed to. Okay, here we go. In contrast to the other Reconstruction amendments, the 13th Amendment has rarely been cited in case law, but has been used to strike down peonage. And I'm like, oh, peonage? Who are they talking about? They're peonage. And so here we go to peon. Peon usually refers to a person subject to peonage, any form of unfree or wage labor, in which a laborer, the peon, has little control over employment conditions. Peon and peonage, or peonage, can refer to the colonial period in Latin America and other countries colonized by Spain, as well as the period after the end of slavery in the United States, when black codes were passed to retain African American freedom as labor through other means. So that's it, really, guys. Wait, is that? Yeah. So, yeah, you guys are peons, basically. They use you in the reference. They use you to define. That's sad. And I don't mean to distinguish myself amongst, let me bring this back up, amongst the melanated people, but I'm just saying those who aren't awake, and, because I never refer to myself as black, but we are going to have to now, if we want to stand under something that's greater than us, that Grandmaster Jay has written up. Well, he didn't actually write it up. He had a team of people to do it for him, but they're called lawyers and lawyers, and they do this all the time, write up spells, and that's what legislation is, guys, and everything else. Anyway, guys, I'm way overboard on time. I did not mean to, because it's so much to say, like you can't even really say it. It really could take yourself almost. I don't know. I get copyright. I get copyright for you guys try to play music, and because it's almost time to go, guys. Well, it is. Go ahead and give me a like, and share if you got anything out of it, so somebody else can. And oh, here's something that you maybe I'll get a copyright strike on that too. I don't know. YouTube loves me. They love you too, guys. But I see the music is gone, so ooh, that's 40 minutes, guys. I really have to go. And you are a peon. I was a peon, and like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.
Skinhead, deadhead, everybody gone bad. Situation, aggravation, everybody allegation. In the suit, on the news, everybody dog food. Bang, bang, shot dead, everybody's gone bad. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Will me, thrill me, you can never kill me. Do me, sue me, everybody do me. Kick